Welcome back to the Ruby Tuesday. I'm very excited to talk about this particular season of TV, Narco-Saints, a new Netflix original South Korean series. Let's jump in. A civilian businessman who has no choice but to cooperate with the secret operation of the National Intelligence Service to arrest the Korean drug lord who is taking control of the Suriname in South America. So there's only 6 episodes, but each episode is about an hour long. And I think as a testing in the water, if you need to know for yourself whether you're going to be invested in this series, because you've got so much on your plate at the moment, in your list of what to watch, you're scrolling for half an hour before you can decide what it is you want to watch, and you're like, ugh, should I even start another thing? Give yourself the due diligence of just putting the first episode, because I guarantee if you don't like the first episode, then you won't be invested with the rest. However, for me, the first episode is some of the best TV I've seen in a long time. It is very well dialogued, scripted. It has a narration sort of for the first half an hour as we experience this guy telling us the story of his life. And it starts off with, this is going to be a tale that is unbelievable, so unbelievable that you kind of just have to hear it and believe it for yourself as much as you are willing to suspend that disbelief of you going, no, this can't have happened. And yet it is a true story. In conjunction with that, or as a juxtaposition of that, there's a warning at the beginning of it is this is based on a true story. We have changed a few things to kind of suit what we needed for the TV series. So putting those two things up, as you're watching it, the more you start watching it, the more the episodes go into the detail of what happened to our main protagonist. You do start going, wow, did this really happen? It is an incredible adventure, harrowing story where we have this guy as a child that we see him at the beginning. He experiences his mom and dad working really, really hard to make ends meet. And there's this whole kind of formula or belief that if you work really hard, you will do well and actually have a good life. His experience of that is if you work really hard, you can work yourself to death and actually still not enjoy life. And so with what happens with his parents at the beginning, he ends up being the breadwinner for his family, and then he has a family of his own, and he starts working himself to death until he gets a moment to change his life, and he takes it. And that's where the story starts getting really interesting and harrowing. It's filmed spectacularly. The dialogue is definitely brilliant. Apart from the narration, which I thought I really appreciated to get us in that zone and moment, it really is believable. I was so quickly sucked into what was going on, so quickly invested into our character because of that beginning, that when anything bad happens to him, or whenever he makes a bad decision, or people let him down, or he gets manipulated in some way, you feel like, I wish that wouldn't happen. And then at the back of your mind, you're going, oh wait, this kind of did happen. And it makes it all the more harrowing, but also definitely worth sticking it out because you want to know what's going to happen in the end. Now, I'm not going to do any spoilers, so suffice to say, the journey is the sum of the experience. You might not feel completely satisfied with the end, or maybe want a different outcome, but I do love how it was put together. I like that it didn't outstay its welcome. It's only 6 episodes, which is unusual for a Netflix Korean series. So I'm glad they kind of had a pace to it. There is a tenseness in every episode, and some of the characters, especially the bad guys, well, the main bad guy, and especially even the law enforcement, how they manipulate our main character to get what they want, sees the change of our main protagonist as he starts experiencing what it is he wants for his life. And then we get the juxtaposition of what happens with his family at the same time. It's a puzzle piece storyline, but very clearly shows us the consequences of making some decisions of your life that will change the outcome in the end, and you're still hoping your character will make different decisions. Definitely watch it in its original language and read those subtitles, and then get invested in the character, because I think it's a series that you can probably lose yourself because it looks brilliantly, it's filmed amazingly, it puts you in the zone with the score and the characters you fall in love with or love to hate. It has multiple faceted tiers that make this an actually excellent series, not just on the world cinema scale, just on a decent series. I'm going to give this 5 Nicolas Cages out of 5. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I'm hoping that we get more quality like this. Let me know in your comments below. Have you heard of this? Are you going to watch this? Please definitely stick it on your list if you like South Korean stuff. Even then, stick it on your list and give it a chance. Maybe you'll end up finding another series that just was some damn good TV, damn good acting. I hope this is chosen for some of the awards. Thanks so much for watching, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.